not
Bet,
have
bet.
this. You did not have the stare.
I kind of want to, low key.
I'm not.
What?
I mean, it's your life though.
Fuck
So
it.
if you want to, like,
Yeah, fuck it.
you do
I'll
that.
stand.
Like it's dead ass your life.
Trying to flex a standing desk.
Yo. All right, bet. This is way better.
Is that what he does? Flexing his standing desk?
Yeah.
Are these like cool or something like that? Like I'm confused. It's supposed to mean something to me?
I know a lot of
Honestly,
people.
sorta.
Oh, okay.
I have two though, cause like the thing behind me, like I accidentally got. Well, I got it and it was too small, and I was like, nah, that kind of makes a sick little table in the back. So I just did that.
All right. Shout out to
Do it.
chatters walking in.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, I told you we're live.
Ooh. Okay.
It's the first couple seconds. We're fine.
Bet.
Oh, we're live. Oh, so
I put the link in our chat for everybody.
Bet.
You can post it, please, and thank you.
Let me share.
Share it. Everybody, welcome into the stream. Welcome into the stream. We'll be doing some very fun stuff today that I will be introducing to you in just a second. But first and foremost, we have to blast it off to all of the socials so we can get people here to watch this shit. So appreciate everybody who's here early and came to support the channel. This is a brand new channel for us. As you could tell, all of the OG PMs are kind of like, what the fuck? This usually happens on main. Not today, did it? Not today. Didn't happen on main. And that's, you know, one thing, that's fine. That is completely okay, because you can't have it your way all the time. Why the fuck is Omar frozen? What the fuck? Why is Omar of all people frozen? Hilariously frozen.
am I frozen? Why am I frozen?
No, you're not. You're just frozen in my OBS.
Hello?
Which is funny. No, you're good. You're good. Welcome in, everybody. Like I said before, we will be doing a damn thing today, honestly. You know, I think that what I'm about to introduce to the world is going to change the history and the landscape of yaps forever. Yaps will never be the same after what I do today. Niggas is gonna all that other bullshit niggas is doing gonna look real funny in the light, twin. It's gonna look real funny in light. Okay. So let me share this out and we're gonna get going. 4.
I am here. I didn't say hi to
4 is here. He's been here this whole time.
to Meezy and Cameron.
He's off camera. 4 will be
Yeah.
producing today. Why? Because the boxes were
Yo.
small. Boxes were
Yes.
small.
What's good, dog?
What's up? How are you guys doing, man? How are you guys feeling today?
Good. How
Gotta
about
get
you?
used to this, like you know,
Amazing.
like, let's just fill some time. You know, as we blast this out, I'm gonna just come in with some commentary. You know, are you guys excited for this very fun game we have planned for you guys? Can you guys hear me good? Also, am I good? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, now you're yelling. So I don't know.
The Dominican in me takes over sometimes. You know,
Imagine,
I feel like I wasn't being
imagine
heard,
the
so I just
loudest
started
person
yelling.
you know. The loudest person you know talking about am I good? Can you hear me? Like, come on.
Okay. All right. I'll keep it right here. I'll keep it just very medium. That should be good right there. Very, very smooth. Okay. Yeah, no. Shout out to everybody walking in, like Dom said earlier.
Y'all know any Dominicans IRL?
That's a good question.
Dominicans?
Yeah.
Is Phantom
Mm.
Dominican?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Probably one of the biggest.
All right then.
Phantom
That's my one.
Phantom had put on for the Dominicans. You kind of know like top Dominican right now.
Yeah, he's top 4 for sure.
So
Yeah, like he kind of he's what I would call top spec.
Yeah.
double entendre them. He topped 4.
Well,
But he's
I mean,
top
that's
4.
not the
What?
entendre we want to go for.
Yeah, no, that's not what we want to do.
Yeah.
That's
Oh well, not sexually, but like on the list, he all right.
I can't trust Omar, you know. Just gonna say the
Omar-
freakiest shit you've ever heard, just kind of accidentally.
Omar, would you consider yourself a gooner?
No, I've been doing better.
Oh, so you at one
I've
point
been
you
doing
were. At one point you were.
I think all of us as young men couldn't keep our hands to ourselves. So yeah.
What's the most y'all did in a day?
Oh, That's a great question. Too many times, brother. Like I've gone stupid.
Like
Bro.
double digits?
Yeah.
Mm,
No.
oh, close to, but not exactly.
Yeah, I've gotten
Mm.
close. I think I peaked out around like 6 one time. That was a
Dang.
crazy day. That was a crazy day. But usually that shit be happening when you unemployed.
Bro, oh my gosh. Being young and it's the summer, bro. Man.
Was
Yeah,
it?
you got nothing to do.
I mean, you could do other things like maybe go be part of the community, do some canvassing,
Literally anything. You could literally do anything else.
some slight community outreach. People are saying I'm mad quiet, so I'm gonna turn myself up a little bit inside my broadcaster here. Don't want to do too much. I don't want to peak. Chat, how do I sound now, chatters?
All right, you got to get into the game, Dom. It's gonna kill your retention. It's gonna kill your semen retention waiting so long.
Well, thank you, Omar. Thank you for telling me that. I think the name. I think we're gonna. This is gonna be for clips. We're gonna clip the fuck out of this. The main thing is just the main thing. We're here for the live chat. Check the levels, yo. I just checked it. We should. I turned it up. We been
They
better.
only telling you that. They only telling you that simply due to it sounding cool.
You said what you mean?
Check the levels. That's not a real thing.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. I should sound good now. All right. Let's get into let's get into today's game. We're playing a game called Peak4Peak. Right. Very simple game. I brought 2 professional yappers here with me. I have Omar from the O Music channel and Let's Keep It a Buck. I have Camera Walk, known slot poster, known shit poster. I brought these 2 gentlemen today to figure out one thing and one thing only: who had the biggest peak. And we're not, and I want to be particular about this. We're not arguing longevity. We're not arguing about, whether or not the thing was sustainable. No. At its peak, which thing was bigger? That's all we're arguing here. So here's how it's gonna go. I will present the thing that we're going to debate. Each contestant will have I'm going to present the thing we're going to debate. I'll put 2 minutes on the clock, and each contestant will just make their case for which now had the higher peak. After the 2 minutes, both contestants will vote. Votes will be tallied. If it's a tie, it will go to chat. Chat will be the tiebreaker. We will have a poll run in the chat. The poll will run for 1 minute or so, and then that will be how we do this. Understood? Okay.
Understood.
Let's go through our bracket of 16 things. Inside the 1 versus 16 seed, we have BBLs versus Cutwater. Tough matchup. In the 9 versus 8 seed, we have Little Uzi Vert versus Zeus Network. In the 5 versus 12, we have Cocaine versus In the Club, the 50 Cent song. In the 13 versus 14 seed, we have Love Island versus Goku. Inside the 3 versus 14 seed, we have Mo Bamba, the song, versus HBO. Inside the 11 and 6 seed, we have Jersey Shore, the TV show, not the place, the TV show, versus HBO. Inside the 7 versus 10 seed, we have Snapchat versus Tom Brady. Inside the 15 versus 12, we have McDonald's versus Miss B Nasty. This is one of the most competitive brackets I've seen in a long time. I randomized the seating because I didn't know how to seed this. This is a slobber knocker. It can go to anybody on any given day. Gentlemen, are you ready to begin?
1000%. Born ready.
Yeah.
1000% ready to begin. Let's do it. So let's start at the 1 versus 16 seed. We have BBLs versus Cutwater. 2 minutes goes on the clock. Gentlemen, embrace debate.
Okay. I've never seen anybody go out the country to get a Cutwater, but I've seen people go out the country to get a BBL. So I feel like that just says it. That says it all right there. Come on, bro. Come on. When have you seen somebody go out the country for a Cutwater? That weak ass drink. But you seen people go out the country to get some silicone in their booty, bro.
I hate to be that guy. Dang, what if I want to vote for BBLs here? Let me say this about BBLs. I think that BBLs are great. They had a great run. But the problem is that at its peak, BBLs were never good. You never really seen a real good BBL. Coming from Atlanta, the home of the BBLs, there's never really been a good one. It's always another surgery that people are interpreting for a BBL, right? So fat transfer or maybe a lipo 360, other under the needle procedures. So that's why I can't really vouch for a BBL specifically being good, because a BBL needs something else to have a good time. But what I do know doesn't need a good time is a good old fashioned ice cold cut water. Every one of your favorite celebrities has a BBL plus, right? A BBL and then some. But they don't have to do that with cut water. You can take one cut water or two. Ultimately, cut waters are going to make it do what it do.
20 seconds on the clock.
Honestly,
20 seconds on the
I
clock.
disagree.
Final arguments. 20 seconds on the clock.
50 seconds?
20 seconds.
All right, bet. If we went up to people during their peak, so let's say Cutwater and BBL, we asked them, what would you rather have? Let's say women. Actually, I don't know if men want a BBL as much. You know, there might be some out there that want to get that fat booty, but like we're gonna talk about women per se, right? Let's say, I think personally, if we were to ask people, it'd be like 70-30. It would be more women saying that they would want a BBL over a Cutwater.
Timer.
I think the Cutwater is just less valuable.
Timer, and that's all the time on the clock. Gentlemen, I ask you to place your votes. Omar, who are you voting for?
I'm voting for me. What you mean? I'm voting for Cutwaters.
Cutwater. Vote for Cutwater. And Cameron, who are you placing your vote for?
BBL all day.
Vote is split down the middle. Vote is split down the middle. We have a poll run in the chat. Poll will run for about a minute, gentlemen. I heard some amazing arguments. I think one of the best arguments made is that nobody's flying out of the country for Cutwater. You go to your local beer store, you can go get one.
That's facts.
That's a good argument for BBLs. I don't know. I'm just the host. I'm not going to pass judgment. But chat, we're going to let chat decide. Omar, do you feel like you've made a convincing argument?
What would you rather
for
have?
BBL?
No, I know I did. I don't think people really remember the BBL era. If somebody in chat can name one good BBL, just BBL, not anything else, then I will concede the whole thing. I'll concede the whole thing. They can't do that. You can't do that. It doesn't exist.
I can. Mariah Mills.
Okay.
Right. And that.
All right, y'all. We got Rashad McKence. We're going to end the poll in 60-40. BBL wins. BBL moves on to the next round. We got BBL taking Cutwater inside the 1 versus 16 game. Next up, we have the 9 versus 8. Little Uzi Vert versus Little Uzi Vert versus Zeus Network. Little Uzi Vert, famous rapper from the SoundCloud era, high peaks, but also we have Zeus Network, who is operating as the biggest piece of CIA propaganda against black people since Ronald Reagan and crack. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes on the clock. Embrace debate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm going with Little Uzi Vert in this conversation. I'm pretty sure both of us will.
Yeah, I agree.
Real conversation here. I can't name one real Zeus Network show that has like an actual hit to it. Like I don't think that there is anything remarkable or memorable from Zeus Network. Now I think Lil Uzi is overrated for what it's worth, but that just speaks to how bad Zeus Network is. Zeus Network is a bad program, bad network.
I feel like Zeus Network is only big in the black community, but when you take Lil Uzi Vert at his peak, black community, white community, Hispanic community, everyone loved Lil Uzi Vert. Zeus Network, on the other hand, I mean, black people like it. I never really liked it, never really indulged in it. Also, is that where Baddies is on?
Yes, that is where Baddies.
That's what it's on.
I thought they were on E or something like that. Like I thought they were on something else. I don't know.
That's Bad Girls.
Bad Girls. Yeah,
that's Bad Girls Club. Baddies is the spinoff.
Yeah, I feel like Zeus Network, like it's a certain kind of melanated person watching it. You know,
I don't even know those people. I've never met somebody who's actually watched Baddies.
Really?
Like for same.
Oh, yeah. Damo. My bad, Damo.
Wait, for real? No way.
Yeah. Religiously, actually. Like, very much so.
Yeah, nah, I feel like Baddies isn't it just girls like acting ratchet and fighting?
Hey, what kind of sleep though? They are 10 seasons deep on Baddies though. So
10?
Yes.
Oh my God. Actually, you know what? That makes sense because when I was living in Michigan, I remember this girl posted on her story that she was trying out to be in Baddies. And I was like, dang,
We got
recession indicator,
we
man.
got 10 seconds left on the clock. The gentleman didn't even argue on this. They agreed so early. I'm going to stop the chat early.
Okay.
Before we get the vote going up, gentlemen, Omar, who are you picking here?
Lil Uzi.
Cameron,
Uzi.
Little Uzi Vert in a clean sweep. We have the chat poll running right now. Chat is agreeing. I don't know, man. I think listen, I'm just the host here. I think we're sleeping on how big Zeus Network is to niggas. Inside a certain pocket of society, it's huge. I think we're sleeping on that. Now, this may be an argument that I think we will run into again. Zeus Network's got the streets. Some things Peak is just the streets. And Zeus Network may be that kind of thing. Gentlemen, you already decided it was a 2-0. It was 2-0. So Luzi moves on to the next round. We can end the chat poll here. The chat is also overwhelmingly saying Little Uzi Vert. Little Uzi Vert moves on to the next round. We got the next one coming up here. I feel like this one, good arguments could be made for both. It's not a 5 versus 12 matchup. We have cocaine versus In the Club. Cocaine, the drug, has given us many of hit record, given our spiritual ancestors many a good night outside, and In the Club is doing that right now to this day. 2 minutes on the clock. Gentlemen, embrace debate.
Cocaine, I would say that it has derailed Nicki Minaj's career. But did In the Club do that? Not at all. So, I think I'm going to go with In the Club. I think it had a higher peak. Actually, no. Cocaine. Actually, cocaine had a higher peak. It's ruined more careers than In the Club, I'd say. Agreed to say.
I didn't know that the litmus test for this was like, oh, how many careers were destroyed based off of what's going on. Yeah, I didn't know that was the case. I think that what people don't understand is that for a time period, we replaced the birthday song, "Happy Birthday to You," "Happy Birthday to You." We replaced that with "In the Club," and I think that it goes very much understated when you replace something so universally accepted around this world. That is by definition the greatest peak. Cocaine never really displaced any mainstream drug. Heroin was still going around, weed was still going around, people were still doing that. People stopped singing the birthday song to sing In the Club. That's I don't think there's a better peak than that.
We got 40 seconds left on the clock.
I would say
let's keep going.
40 seconds. Okay. Cocaine, though, the thing about it is I've never done cocaine, so I can't really give like too much.
Exactly. You're
yeah. You know what? I'm a larper. Yeah. Honestly,
you believe it.
Okay. Cocaine. Playboi Carti doesn't have a song called In the Club, but he has a song called Cocaine Knows. That says it all right there, bro. That says it all. If we're being so honest, man. If we're being completely honest.
The thing about
it hit its peak when Carti's talked about it, man.
Yeah, the thing about it is if like your leader is Playboi Carti, now don't say anything about 50 Cent. If your leader is Playboi Carti, then I think that probably should tell you everything that you need to know. He played PlayStation while his child was giving birth.
And that's the timer. Okay. That's the timer. Omar, who are you voting for here?
I'm definitely going for In the Club.
In the Club gets a vote. Cameron.
Cocaine. In the Club, 50 Cent is only known for being a deadlock mod.
So vote is split down the middle. The chat gets to decide this one. We have the poll running right now, ladies and gentlemen. Get your votes in. Right now, chat overwhelmingly saying cocaine. I think we are underestimating cocaine's dominance. I think we're underestimating cocaine's dominance. Cocaine's cultural footprint has lasted decades. Its peak it never stopped peaking. Cocaine peak was so big, they said, how do we make it cheaper? They made crack. I think we're underestimating cocaine and how much of a cultural force it is here. Omar, thoughts?
Yeah. If they choose cocaine, they're actually wrong. Now, if this was crack, I would agree. If this was crack, I would 1,000% agree. Crack did things that were I mean, it peaked max for sure. Crack is like synonymous to the word drug just in general. Cocaine is not. Cocaine is crack's little brother. It's kind of lightweight. You know, your
No,
auntie does
cocaine.
crack.
Cocaine is crack's big brother. Cocaine is the
No.
we don't get crack without cocaine, family.
I understand that, but crack is like cocaine 2.0, 3.0 even. So I can't take the original if the original was weaker. Like, come on now.
All right, well, that's a minute on the clock, and Chad has decided 75-25. Cocaine best in the club. Thoughts on that round, just real quickly, because I feel like that feel like a bit of an upset there almost. Even though cocaine was the higher seed.
You would never smash a woman who does crack. You would smash a woman who does cocaine. I think that kind of summarizes it.
I mean, niggas be fucking crackheads though. Next up, we got in the 13 versus 4 seed, we have Love Island versus Goku. Now, Love Island, it's fairly new into this scene, especially here in America, but last summer, it took over all of our timelines for 6 to 7 weeks. And we have possibly one of the greatest characters of all time, Goku. 2 minutes on the clock, gentlemen, brace the bait.
I'm actually, this may surprise people. Not even trying to be funny. Love Island was bigger / is bigger than Goku. The problem is that we're talking about Peak4Peak, right? I think people think about the totality of these things, and sure, some of y'all have the Goku pajamas running around your house with no drawers on, ass just clapping, going to get some water. But what Love Island did for the cultural conversation is big. Last thing I'll say, when Goku was at his peak, when we were in elementary school and middle school, you had to hide the fact that you even liked Goku. Why? Because you were seen as lame. You never hid the fact that you liked Love Island because it got you hoes.
Nah, you know what? I highly disagree. I got to root for Goku right here. I say Goku had the highest peak because Love Island didn't have you outside charging up, trying to go Super Saiyan randomly at recess and still trying it as a grown man. Goku has been at his peak for years straight. Years. You know you went outside at least once to charge up like Goku.
As an adult?
You have. Yes,
as an adult.
you know you have. To see if
Cameron,
yes,
I'm 29
I swear.
years old. I'm 29
Yes, I swear. You've never done that to see if you can become a Super Saiyan.
At
Goku makes you do that.
No. At 29, no.
Go outside. You've never done that. Never.
Ever.
At least once.
At least once.
To see if your hair turns yellow.
Just one time.
I'm telling you, see, Goku had a higher peak than Love Island. See, the thing is, okay, I think the thing about it, Love Island is only known for Huda. Let's be so real. Because Huda was kind of like Goku. She was fighting everybody.
Alondria?
Forget her.
Oh,
Huda. No.
We got 20 seconds left on the clock, gentlemen. 20 seconds left on the clock, gentlemen. Final arguments.
We just exposed Cameron. Cameron doesn't like black women. If you vote for Goku, you don't like black women. You don't like black women.
Whoa, bro, no. Huda was like Goku. That's why people like Love Island, because she fought everyone. Goku, for there to be Huda, there has to be a Goku. That's why Goku is more, his peak is way higher than Huda. Huda learned her fighting skills from Goku. If we're being so real.
And that's time. We have the chat. We have the poll and chat running. I feel like it's gonna be a highly contested one. Omar, you give me your vote.
Cameron doesn't like black women. If you vote for Goku, you don't like black women.
That sounds like
Goku. If you don't like Goku, you're racist to Saiyans. You don't like Saiyans.
You know,
that's messed up, man.
You know, Saiyans, have a very similar story to black people inside the show. So listen, right down the middle, we got to vote for Goku. We got to vote for Love Island. The chat poll is running. This one feels up in the air. To me, this feels like one of the classic things that we will see on the show going forward. I think some of these things can go down to boy versus girl. Something truly is boy versus girl. Inside a perfect world, we have a very mixed gender chat. I feel like some men will be like, you know how big Goku was to me? And some women be like, oh, Landria changed my life. So it's really up in the middle.
Yeah, if a dude is saying that Goku's big to him, he's a loser. Like,
no.
Objectively speaking.
If you Love Island is for losers.
So watch anime makes you
Love Island is for no. Love Island is for losers.
Real quick though, Omar, can I ask you that? Are you saying watching anime makes you a loser?
As an adult, yes. Watching a regular television show.
Watching people get freaky on a TV show is literally loser stuff. At that point, you might as well watch porn.
Cameron, before we started this live, you said you were the biggest gooner out of all three of us.
Nah. Biggest, maybe not. But the thing is, right? Why watch people get freaky on a TV show when you can just open up the hub? There's no point. You can skip all that other stuff and you can get some extra stuff in there.
But that's
What's
how I
the
know
point
you're
of
a bigger
watching Love
gooner.
Island?
This is exactly how I know you're a bigger gooner than us.
So, because I don't want to watch Love Island?
Yeah.
What? No, hell nah. That show is ass. But throw on Dragon Ball Z, everyone's sitting around and
That's
watching.
what you're
bro, I'm
beating
telling
to?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so that's
Hell
poll.
yeah. I'm
Poll
beating
is-
the Goku. I beat off to Goku, bro.
Okay.
Real shit, bro.
So the chat poll has come in. Our two contestants had to split down the middle, but chat has decided, and Goku moves on to the next round.
Bro, yeah.
64% to 36%. Wow. This one feels obvious to me. Goku is, one of the biggest pieces of media ever. And Love Island is like a little speck. It's peak. Wow, last summer might have been the peak of it. It's hard to calculate what Goku did to young men across the globe. But
We beat off to him, bro, and we still do. Real shit. At the end, we scream like a Saiyan, bro. Let's be so real, man.
on to the next round. In the 3 versus 14 matchup, we have Mo Bamba, the song, versus HBO. Mo Bamba, the song, very big. It changed white frat parties for eternity. Versus HBO, which is a staple in media. Gentlemen, 2 minutes on the clock. Embrace debate.
Okay. I'll say this right here. Mo Bamba had white people saying nigga confidently, and no one stopping them. HBO didn't have that. Mic drop.
And that's exactly where he's wrong. But he's also young. Yeah, I just finished watching The Wire, and I'm currently watching Sopranos. Trust me, it had people, white people, Hispanic people, Middle Eastern people saying nigga confidently. And most people don't know this. HBO was one of the first places on television where you could see titties, where you could see full-on titties. I don't know how much more maxed out you can get unless you subscribe to HBO Max.
Okay. Say an iconic line from something on HBO.
Say an iconic line.
Yeah. See how you had to think about it. Now say an iconic line from Mo Bamba.
Fuck.
To be honest with you, I really don't.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Young Sheck West, and I'm getting really rich.
You've never, but see, as a real street nigga, I can tell that you've never watched The Wire. The Wire.
Oh, hell no.
No, genuinely speaking, The Wire is one of the best shows ever made. Avon Barksdale, the rest of the collective. Like, I think it's a really, really, really good show.
Really quickly. I'm sorry to cut into your time right now. Omar, did you say as a real street nigga?
Yes.
Are you the real street nigga in question inside that statement?
Yes.
Continue. 30 seconds left on the clock, gentlemen.
Tom, you're also from Baltimore, so like you should know
I'm
that
from
like
Philadelphia.
one of those dirty places. You should know how culturally impactful The Wire is to the cultural zeitgeist.
Nah, Mo Bamba had people who don't even speak English speaking English to sing the song. That's the thing, though. HBO, I mean, if the movie isn't in English, people aren't watching it, bro.
We're also starting to realize more about you, Cameron. You actually hate black people. Your first argument was, well, it allowed white people to say nigga, and then
No. It's just confidently though.
More like Bulma, I want to beat it to her.
Wait, if I liked
time.
black people, I wouldn't vote Alandria because she's dating a white dude. I would pick a
timer.
black woman that's dating a black dude.
Man, that's timer, ladies and gentlemen. So, Omar, cast your vote here.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with HBO. I'm not a 4-year-old, so.
Okay. Cameron, you tell me who you got.
Give me Mo Bamba ASAP, bro. Young Sheck West, and I'm getting really rich, bro. Let's do it, bro.
So once again, we're right down the middle. One vote for Obama, one vote for HBO. We have the chat poll going, and right now, chat is leaning towards HBO. HBO is making a swift comeback because initially they were leaning Obama. We're leaning Obama. We're gonna, but I feel like we got like another 30 seconds left on that right there. How do we feel about that right now? How do we feel about this leaning? I feel like it truly is an age thing, right? Because Mo Bamba's peak to a certain demographic is huge. I don't know if HBO's peak resonates with younger people the same way.
Wait, can I say something really quickly?
Yes.
Game of Thrones and Mo Bamba were around the same time, and Game of Thrones was like the biggest show on planet Earth. The fact nobody mentioned Game of Thrones is wild to me, and I don't want to sway the poll, but yeah, I just want to throw that out there.
First of
Because
all,
Game of Thrones is ass, but Mo
Flaming
Bamba
Cole
isn't
is
though.
crazy. But I also wanted to say that like I didn't feel like I had to bring out the biggest of big guns because I also brought out 2 bazookas, right? You know, it is what it is.
Okay.
The Wire is only known for being a V's lyric.
And that is the poll right there, ladies and gentlemen. HBO moves on. The chat has decided by a vote of 58% to 44%. HBO moves on to the next round. I will say that, you know, Omar made some interesting arguments. Omar said, you know, as a real street nigga, you understand how important The Wire is to cultural impact. Which I let him get that shit off. But somebody did in the chat point this out. They said HBO Max is like Discovery. No, excuse me. They said The Wire is Discovery Channel for good kids. Yeah, twin. I've never liked The Wire. The Wire was the worst possible outcome. I lived The Wire, my nigga. That was my life. Yeah, you know what I mean, so I'm like, that shit wasn't. You know what I mean, it wasn't that entertaining to me. I'm like, I know these niggas, but I digress. HBO still moves on. Inside our next round, I feel like this is an interesting one. I feel this one requires a little bit of nuance here, and I'm unsure if our current contestants are willing to have the nuance about this one. In 11-16 matchup, we have Jersey Shore, the TV show, versus King Bach. Okay, think about this. Jersey Shore, one of the highest rated reality TV shows of all time. It has several spinoffs, gave us many, what I would call the first influencers, versus King Bach, who helped create and sustain a whole platform by himself, damn near. 2 minutes on the clock, gentlemen. Embrace debate.
Hey, right now, I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry to cut you off. As a young black leader next to Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? I will say that King Bach set black people back, bro. I honestly think, low key, King Bach set black people back farther than slavery, bro, with his jokes on Vine, unfortunately. So I think his peak is way higher than the Jersey Shore just because of that. I think so. I think so. I feel like y'all all could agree with me on this one right here. As a young black leader, bro. As a young black leader next to Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I can't believe he actually said that. And the fact that Dom also said King Bach, his name wrong 2 times, is arguably one of the more amazing things I've ever seen. I didn't even know that there were that many ways to say his name wrong.
I want you to know, by the way, I had a third pronunciation in my head I was going to do, by the way, just let you know.
Yeah. With that being said, yeah, this is definitely where Cameron is young. The Jersey Shore was so crazy. I don't even know if they still do this stuff anymore. The Jersey Shore was on like cartoons. The Jersey Shore was on the news, SNL skits. The Jersey Shore wasn't just on MTV. It was literally everywhere. The White House, scripted show spinoffs. People were mocking and imitating the Jersey Shore. You couldn't go anywhere without knowing what GTL meant, and it made you, as a black man, even want to go to the Jersey Shore. I've got the Jersey Shore way above Kingwood. I don't know what
The thing is,
You got 25 seconds left on the clock, gentlemen. 25 seconds.
You said the Jersey Shore was everywhere, right? The difference is, though, with King Bach, he had something that was everywhere, and that's the comically large spoon. That's one of his greatest skits ever created, and I promise you, you go up to somebody on the street and ask them about the comically large spoon, they're going to be like, yo, I know that, and they're going to say King Bach instantly. But if you say Jersey Shore, they're going to be like, that's it's ass, you know? They probably only know Snooki. That's probably it. But King Bach, they can probably name 10 vines.
That's time, gentlemen. We got the chat going. We got the poll going in chat. Gentlemen, you give us your picks. Omar, who you got?
Yeah, I can never go with a racist. So Jersey Shore, even though they probably are racist.
We got to vote for Jersey Shore. Cameron, you tell me who you got.
My vote is for the CIA agent himself, King Bach.
Split down the middle, right? So we got to vote for King Bach. We got to vote for the Jersey Shore. The chat poll is leaning King Bach right now. Actually, it's 50-50. It's right down the middle. I tell you this. This one's hard for me. I think King Bach, King Bach, I don't know how to say that nigga name. I think that, like
King
I said,
Bach.
you know what I mean? All I know is that nigga ran Vine. For the 3 summers that Vine existed, he ran it. And now he's, part owner of the second biggest CIA operation since the crack epidemic? King Bach is up there. But also, Jersey Shore's dominance inside the mid to late 2000s, understated. Truly changed reality TV forever. Like, it truly did. We have...
King Bach is worse. Ooh.
No, go ahead. You came back to his words.
Oh, nah. King Batch is worse than slavery, bro. Let's be so real, man.
Oh.
Bro, no. He set black people back, and now he has Zeus Network. He's double setting black people back, bro. Let's be so real.
I'm listening. I'm with you, but we're not today. We are not the morality police to decide whether or not a person is good or bad. We trying to figure out who
It's
had
the
the
peak,
big,
though.
who had the biggest
His peak set black people back, and his second peak is setting them back again. It's like double XP. Like he's doubling back.
He has an anti-black fetish that I don't think people are catching on to.
Yo, what the fuck?
Like three out of the 4 segments that we have been in have been anti-black sentiments.
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna
So
lie.
crazy.
No.
By the way, Cameron does hate niggas, and I've heard it too, but I'm letting him rock. I'm letting him rock. I know he's from like
Yo.
I know he's like from like a small suburban town in Michigan. It's okay. It's fine.
I'm voting for the black man right now, bro. See, if you don't vote for King Batch, you're racist. That's the problem, bro. You don't want to see black people win.
All right. And that is the end of the chat poll. Chat has decided Jersey Shore wins by the score of 62. I think they got 62% of the votes. Jersey Shore is moving on to the next round. That was a difficult one. I think it did require some nuance, but I think our guests, our competitors did a good job there. Next one. Very interesting one, I think, again. We have in the 7-10 seed, Snapchat versus Tom Brady. Snapchat, its peak is kind of undefinable because they got their chain snatched. But I do think that peak helps define how big it was at some point versus Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback to ever play the game of football. We have 2 minutes on the clock. Gentlemen, embrace debate.
Snapchat never came back like Tom Brady did against the Falcons in that one Super Bowl. Tom Brady is not even one of the greatest. He is the greatest QB of all time. Maybe even football player, I will say. His peak was different. I hated Tom Brady at his peak. That's how much like he was peaking. I hated him. But then I started appreciating him after. Snapchat, on the other hand, I mean, Snapchat was cool when I was in high school, but like now, I mean, like who goes on Snapchat, you know? The peak was cool, but
Yeah, as somebody who was during the Snapchat era, it wasn't even like the biggest social media of the time. And I think that people don't remember that Snapchat's biggest moment, its peak, was literally making fun of DV with Rihanna, which ultimately was the demise right after. I don't know, Cameron, is that a part of your era? Do you remember that?
I feel like I've heard about it, but I didn't dig too deep on it.
Yeah, the reason why Snapchat fell off is because they made a joke about or made light of Chris Brown hitting Rihanna. And so then Rihanna made like a tweet about it or something about it. And then there was a mass undownloading of Snapchat. I've got Tom Brady, best quarterback of all time. 28-3 versus my team. And that probably wasn't even his peak. That's what's crazy about it.
Tom Brady is just the GOAT. Snapchat also, I feel like nobody uses it anymore unless it's content creators trying to run up a bag. Like, even though we're talking about its peak, like people still talk about Tom Brady like he's still in the NFL, man.
His peak,
like
his peak is probably kissing his son. Probably.
Yeah, you know what? That is true.
We got 10 seconds left.
I remember people talking about that.
Final arguments.
Yeah, I'm
Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady.
Yeah.
Tom Brady. Oh, no.
Mutually agree.
I mutually agree. So we can end that poll. We can end that time. We can end that clock early. We have poll going in chat. Both gentlemen have picked Tom Brady inside the situation. And we have chat deciding right now on what they think. I want to give a few thoughts here. Omar said that Snapchat's downfall was the Rihanna situation. I remember that, but I remember Snapchat's downfall being a little bit, the timeline might be fuzzy, but I remember its downfall being once Instagram added stories. You remember that Meta wanted to acquire Snapchat. Snapchat didn't want to sell. And then Meta was just like, fuck you, we're going to make our own stories. That was inevitable. That was inevitably the downfall of Snapchat. And Meta has done this many times over again. They did the same thing with TikTok. They did the same thing with Vine. Once your app got a feature that we fuck with, we take it. They doing this. They're trying to do it again with Threads. They created Threads to be a Twitter competitor. So Meta kind of killed Snapchat's fire. But Tom Brady, like once again, one of the best quarterback of all time. We have a we have the poll going right now. Poll is saying 53% Tom Brady, 47% Snapchat. Gentlemen, are we actually 50-50 now? Gentlemen, are we surprised that chat is so split about this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Again, maybe people just don't remember. And I'm looking at it now. After that Rihanna incident, literally every single celebrity from Kylie Jenner to Hillary and Bill Clinton's daughter, I can't remember her name. I mean, everybody tweeted out about it, remarked about it. Stock fell 4%, lost $800 million in market value in less than a day. But it was insanely bad. The billions of dollars lost within that same week based off of a Rihanna. Really crazy thing. I don't think people really remember that. They should go back and do their histories.
What year was that?
It's not. This is 18. Is it 18?
2018.
8 years ago.
So this was after, no, during the same time when Meta wanted to acquire, I think. Because when did stories get introduced on Instagram? Do you remember?
That was like 2018.
Yeah, I think it's around the
I
same
believe
time.
2018.
We were around the same time. All right,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, so we have the chat poll right here. Chat went the opposite direction, funny enough. Our two competitors decided that Tom Brady was unanimously the GOAT. Chat said Snapchat has an argument. Snapchat won 52% inside the poll for chat, but it's best 2 out of 3 up here. So because you guys decided Tom Brady moves on. This is an interesting one to me because I think there's an argument for Snapchat. I think there's an argument for Snapchat. Like I said, Snapchat peak was so huge. You got the Kylie moments. I know post Rihanna, Instagram being like, "Hey, we're taking your chain," and that becoming such a huge function of the app. Even who else took their chain? Twitter took their chain for a while. Twitter had fleets. Snapchat's peak was so big, everybody wanted a piece of that. Interesting. The last game inside our Sweet 16 round. This one, it's a mismatch, in my opinion. This is a David versus Goliath. It's a David versus Goliath. We got Miss B Nasty versus McDonald's. McDonald's, maybe the largest fast food chain in the world, versus Miss B Nasty, maybe the most recognizable sex worker of the 2020s. Gentlemen, 2 minutes on the clock. Embrace debate.
I'm gonna be so real. On McDonald's worst day, they make more money than Miss B Nasty's best day. I feel like that says it all.
Yeah, $2.5 billion sold, 75 burgers per second. I saw Miss B Nasty's wife the other day. And not that her having a wife is a bad thing. Her wife is into crocheting. And I think you could, before I even describe her, if I don't describe, you can kind of tell what I'm saying. Married a woman who's into crocheting, not a very nice Twitter user, right? I will say, not a very nice Twitter user at all. And I don't even think her heart is in it anymore. At her peak, what is it, Shannon Sharp? And even then, she was lying in her rap. She wasn't actually, getting it off in public for real. She just had some dude knock on her door. Once you get behind the curtain of a Miss B Nasty, you get to understand that it's like Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. McDonald's, boy. 2 all beef patties, lettuce, sauce, pickles, cheese, and the onions on a sesame seed bun. That Big Mac.
We have 40 seconds left. We have 40 seconds left on the
Sensational.
clock. 40 seconds left on the clock. Cameron, any final arguments?
Nah, McDonald's got it, bro. Oh my! Have y'all had the Big Arch?
I did. I'm not a fan of the Big Arch. The quarter pounder still does it for me. The apple pies do it for me. Who has the best fries?
McDonald's.
There we go. That's all we needed to.
That's all we needed to say. Yeah.
That's all we needed to know. McDonald's.
My Big Arch had hella lettuce,
Did
bro.
he just press a drop on my stream?
What you mean?
All right. We can go ahead and end that timer now. I think it's obvious without even asking. McDonald's from both of you fellas.
Yeah.
McDonald's
is up 2-0 right now. We have a chat and we have a vote inside chat going right now. Real quick, I want to ask you guys while the chat is going, while chat is voting, why the fuck y'all just did like a ad for McDonald's just now talking about the Big Arch? Are y'all getting McDonald's money I don't know about?
Come on, don't worry about it, Burger King. I don't think I want to answer that question. I do want to ask. I do want to ask chat. Is Miss B Nasty anybody's favorite adult entertainer? Is Miss B Nasty anybody's top 5 adult entertainer? Right? If you had to go to your goon selection, your bookmarks, your saves, all these different things like that, is anybody's immediate Miss B Nasty?
No, it's Goku.
I'm not sure if that's the correct question. I think that her dominance inside the early 2020s when it came to the emergence of OnlyFans models is, something to be admired at least. I think that she was kind of like the godmother of the solo content. So there's an argument that she is a moneymaker inside the porn industry. Also, I think she refused. Go ahead. What should I say?
Godmother, but never top 5 is kind of crazy, no?
Top 5 goons or like what like okay, so what are you basing our top 5 off right now?
Top 5 goons.
Like, but everybody's goons different though. Like it's really like
We would all have a similar number 1, and that number 1 would be Goku.
I don't know anybody. This is what I'm saying. This is the last thing I'm saying. I don't know anybody. You saying all of ours would be different, but I don't know anybody's that would be Miss B Nasty. Miss B Nasty is somebody that you like. Well, I guess. I guess I would do it. And then once you're done, you wipe your hands in disgust.
I disagree. Like Miss B Nasty had like 500,000 Twitter followers. Every clip she posts got a million fucking views. She became a meme. It was a very particular genre of content, which was the solo woman content, which I don't prefer, but there are tons of people do. We have the chat vote is in now. Clean sweep. Huh?
You need some dick in yours or something like that?
I do, yeah. Clean sweep 3-0. McDonald's moves on to the next round. By the way, I don't think it's a controversial opinion. I need meat in my porn. Chat, do we all agree? You need some dick in your porn, right? Omar, so like you don't need no dick in your porn.
Don't look at me, please.
No,
please,
I'm
please.
looking at you. Answer the question.
No, I'm purposefully trying to not look at you because I don't need you to look.
No, look at me though.
I don't need you. No, I don't need you to look.
No, but look at me though.
I don't need you to look at me when you ask me.
But look at me. But do me a favor, look at me. Do you need dick in your porn?
No.
You don't need dick in your porn.
No, I actually prefer it to not be there.
Oh.
Unless he's having a good time.
So you want the dick to be you want the dick to be there consensually, which is thorough, bro.
Yeah, both of them have to be really enjoying it and not just like it can't just be an obstacle.
That just sounds like good sex.
Like two dudes
enjoy watching good sex. You gotta address that, bro.
Yeah, but most time when it's in there, it's not. No.
Are you saying that the big ones scare you?
What's the next matchup?
On to round 2, ladies and gentlemen. On to the second round. We are now inside the Elite 8. We have our 2 contestants have battled and fought to decide that these next 8 contenders are the best are the best 8 of the crop we had. So let's look at our next round matchups. Inside of 1 versus 9 seed, we have BBLs versus Lil Uzi Vert. The 5 versus 4, we have Cocaine versus Goku. We have in the 14 versus 11, we have HBO versus Jersey Shore. Inside the 10 versus 15, we have Tom Brady versus McDonald's. Here's what I love about this game that we do over here, Peak4Peak. As the rounds go on, the matchups get harder to decide. I'm looking at this bracket we have in front of us. I'm seeing some tough things to decide here. I'm not seeing anything that washes anything. I'm seeing some real conversation pieces. So let's start at the 1 versus 9. BBLs versus Lil Uzi Vert. Like I said before, BBLs, culturally, its dominance influenced many young women to believe it and needed body modifications versus Lil Uzi Vert is one of the godfathers of modern hip hop. 2 minutes on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, embrace debate.
Not to be that guy that starts off with like disparaging somebody every single time. I don't know what people see in Little Uzi. I'm sorry. I just don't. His his peak is so below everybody else. I don't even know if he was the biggest rapper of his genre or class era, whatever the case may be. I've got to go with BBLs. Who didn't have one? Who didn't buy clothes that made them look like they had one? Yeah, I can't not go with some butt cheeks. It's a little weird.
I feel like we're forgetting peak Lil Uzi 2016. Going outside in the summer, hooping, Uzi. Everywhere, Uzi.
You don't hoop.
Everywhere. When I took 2016, I was an NBA prospect, bro, dead ass, and that's because of Uzi. Anyone, if you threw on Uzi, they would become an NBA prospect, bro. See, the thing about Uzi is that he had a song for every single vibe at his peak. Now, Uzi is just a drugged out, like, shitter, pretty much. His music is pretty ass, right? But 2016, Uzi was different. Compared to BBLs, I mean, BBLs had a high peak, but at the same time, when we're putting it up against 2016 Uzi, that's like putting up a newborn baby against LeBron James. And Lil Uzi is the LeBron James in that situation. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Lil Uzi.
Give me 2 songs from 2016.
We got 30 seconds left in the
Super
clock.
Saiyan,
We got 30 seconds
Super
left in the clock, by the
Saiyan,
way.
and All My Chains. Super Saiyan and All My Chains.
Yeah, I don't
Scott
know.
and Ramona.
Yeah, I'll say
Money
this.
longer.
If you money longer, oh my god. If you listen to those
Park out
songs,
faster.
they age worse than BBL. I
They're
think that
amazing.
I think this is the problem. When we also talk about peak, sorry, we have to bring in a little bit of longevity in this conversation. And Uzi's peak might have been 2 months in the summer when Cameron thought he was a prospect.
Huh?
BBLs, for what it's worth, still haven't gone anywhere. Okay, when's the last time you've
that's-
seen Ari go crazy?
That's time.
Uzi.
That's time. Cameron votes Uzi. Omar, give me your answer.
BBLs.
BBLs. Split down the middle. We have a vote going in chat. Chat is currently leaning towards the Uzi ver. Omar, I think Omar, people are saying Omar is an old man. He's only 29 years old. He's not that much older than me. I'm so confused by some of these arguments made today. Omar, were you just not a fan of the SoundCloud era?
Was Uzi the biggest rapper of his era?
At some
2016?
point he was, yes.
Yeah.
At some
Wow,
Uzi.
we let anything happen.
Because Lil Yachty was considered dog back then. Like, people didn't like Yachty. A lot of the young people did, but Yachty was pretty, like, dog, I guess. 21, he was cool. Denzel Curry, I mean, he's Denzel Curry.
21
and
Savage
then
was the biggest rapper from that era.
21 Savage.
Yes.
Nah.
I don't think you realize. Okay, Omar, I don't think you realize.
Cardi is.
Uzi, All My Friends Are Dead was like a #1 song in the country for several weeks. Push Me to the
That
Edge.
was 2017. EXO Tour Life. That was
EXO Tour
2017.
Life. That was like
Yeah.
that
was his second peak.
That was like
his
a
second
#1
peak.
song in the country for several fucking weeks. I don't think you realize how large Uzi Peak actually was. Cardi has since came and taken his chain and regained the status of king of that era, but Uzi had it for a while. We have chat vote going for a while, and chat agrees, man. By the vote of 76% to 24%, Little Uzi Vert moves on.
Wait, can I ask,
Yes.
Omar, who do you listen to? Like, who's your top 3 right now? Music.
Right now, I've been getting
Yeah.
into Common. I listen to a lot of R&B, Anita Baker, and then Playboy Cardi.
Yo, so
Do you listen to Boss Man D-Lo?
Oh yeah. But he hasn't been putting out any music. Boss Man D-Lo's great.
Yo, let me ask you a
What
question,
about
Omar.
Big X the Plug?
Ooh, Big X. Fuck no.
Yo, Omar, let me ask you a question real quick while we on the topic of this. That new Jack Harlow, how you feel about that?
Come on, gang. Stop it.
I'm asking you.
Get that shit out
I'm
of
asking you a
here.
question.
H&M, Macy's music in New York. Like, nobody's playing that.
But you
Like,
listen to Boss Man D-Lo.
are you defending the Jack Harlow
No,
project?
I'm not. I'm just saying you called it H&M music, but Boss Man D-Lo is like.
Listen to that Boss Man D-Lo high school mixtape ass music, then listen to Jack Harlow's newest album.
Have you ever clapped cheeks to Boss Man D-Lo, Dom?
All right, y'all. We went on to the 5 and 4 round. We got inside this next one another juggernaut match here. We got Cocaine versus Goku. As previously expressed, cocaine may be the drug of our society versus Goku, one of the biggest IPs in the world. Gentlemen, we have 2 minutes on the clock. Embrace debate.
I'm going Goku straight away, and I say that because every male that got into the gym, or at least went to the gym once, went to the gym because of Goku. And because of Goku's peak, that's why they have the physique that they have right now. Cocaine, it did have a pretty high peak, but at the same time, Goku's peak was just different. When I tell you Goku is literally, like, people don't even count Dragon Ball Z as anime because of Goku's peak. They just say, like, even though it is anime, people just give it a pass because it was that big at its peak. So I'm gonna have to go with Goku.
The camera's just yapping. Literally every single piece of art that you know in American history is based around cocaine. Not because the storyline is about cocaine, not because there's cocaine featured in it. No, because
Dragon
they
Ball?
could not function without doing some sorts of lines of cocaine in order to get the job done. Every decision that's ever been made in American history, its peak is so phenomenal. Whatever you think that your favorite movie is, it was made based on cocaine.
See, I disagree. Dragon Ball was never made with cocaine, and
Mind
it's
you, I said
still one of the
American
top
media. I
things.
said American media.
Dragon Ball Z Kai was never made on cocaine.
Cameron, they were high as hell making Dragon Ball Z Kai. Off of cocaine. I want you
No,
to. I
see,
know.
okay, no. They were popping perks because, like, the sensu beans, those are really just perks. If we're being so real, those are perks, right?
And see, I know Cameron's not a drug user. Like I said, they were snorting lines when they made every piece of every Kanye album, every Rocky movie, every Star Wars movie, all of these things, Guns N' Roses, the Beatles, Elvis, Nirvana, all these things have artists doing some sort of cocaine to wake that dog up out of them.
Nah, see, the thing is, Dragon Ball Z, it was so big that, like, it literally, there's not a life where Dragon Ball Z isn't made, right? Like, it literally was implanted in some dude's mind. He didn't need no coke or nothing. He just straight up dry sleep, all that, bro. Woke up, I'm about to make Dragon Ball Z. He thought about Goku, and now every male is inspired by Goku.
Dragon Ball
We
Z
all
That's
not
final
better than
arguments,
Naruto.
and that's final arguments. That's final arguments. Gentlemen, praise your boast. Omar, who do you have?
Dragon Ball Z is not better than Naruto, so I'm definitely going cocaine.
Cameron, tell me your answer.
Nothing is beating Goku, so I'm going Goku.
Split dynamic once again. Cocaine for one, Goku for one. Chat vote is currently up. Chat is leaning towards cocaine right now. I heard some interesting arguments. This one is this one is tough. This one's tough. I think that Goku's peak. Here's what I think. I think both of these peaks are hard to define. One, because of the underground drug trade. We don't really have the analytics unless we all going to go read the government's logs to figure out when was the Mex cartel really moving that shit the highest. And also, Goku peak was at a time, I believe, pre-internet. So very tough to decide here. We got 33 votes from chat. I'm gonna let it go for a little longer. Can I hear a little bit more why cocaine is the winner here? Can I say a little bit more of that, Omar?
Yeah, sure. I think it's simple. The problem with Dragon Ball is that it's probably not even. It's probably 3 when it comes to the anime scale, and maybe it's not even 3, especially because Boondocks and our Avatar: The Last Airbender are in there with Naruto.
Docs?
Yeah, Boondocks.
You just named 2 things that are not animes.
What's not anime?
The Boondocks.
Those are
or Avatar. Both of those are American.
Those are
cartoons.
American.
I won't say anything else. If you guys believe that Boondocks is an anime, you guys maybe
Anime
don't have-
inspired.
maybe you guys don't have an anime community, and
It
I
was
just
made in the West. How can it be anime?
right.
See, the thing is,
Right.
let's be so real. Cocaine is a fraud drug, bro. These rappers and musicians back
Have you
then,
ever done
anyone who
cocaine?
made this stuff, they were using LSD, they were using
No, but answer the question. Have
DMT,
you ever done cocaine?
they're using heroin. Have I done cocaine? I don't need it when I watch Dragon Ball. That is my cocaine.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
That's my Dragon Ball. I charge up. I see Goku charging up, I charge up.
All right, y'all.
That's my cocaine, bro.
41 votes, and the chat has decided by the number of 56% to 44%, cocaine is the winner.
What?
And cocaine moves on.
Oh, hell no.
This is a tough one. A lot of times we play this game here, Peak4Peak, it's about matchups. Matchups matter more than anything. Who do you get seated against? What does your bracket look like? It's all about that because I think Goku in a different bracket could take this whole thing. Goku is that powerful of a cultural force, but he ran up against something that meant a little bit more to people, which is cocaine. And our next round, we have the 14 versus 11. We have HBO versus the Jersey Shore. HBO, the premium television network versus Jersey Shore, which redefined what it meant to be a reality TV slop. 2 minutes on the clock, gentlemen. Make your arguments.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Jersey Shore. This one is about more so my lifetime and not just the general consensus of what is bigger. I'm trying to be so serious with you guys. Jersey Shore redefined how we looked at media and television from its inception to today. Jersey Shore was probably the last biggest reality show where everybody had to sit down. And it wasn't a okay, this is just for women, this is just for men. It actually brought everybody together, right? So I think I have to go with Jersey Shore.
Honestly, I'm gonna be so real.
Nigga's 5. He don't know nothing about
Off of the
either.
top of my head, I can't name anything off of HBO right now, but I can name Snooki from Jersey Shore, and I can name those weak ass haircuts that they had and those weak ass tans. So I'll go with Jersey Shore at the peak because I'm gonna be so real. I loved ridiculousness growing up and even Catfish, and every time there was an ad break, it would be Jersey Shore. Unfortunately, because that show looks like some mid. But I'm gonna go with Jersey Shore. HBO, yeah, nah. I go with
You
Jersey
should
Shore.
watch Jersey Shore. I think actually Jersey Shore is so like Jersey Shore is extremely weird, gang. I think you should watch Jersey
What
Shore.
do they do? Is it like
So you never see Jersey Shore at all, Cameron? Have you never seen a single episode? 30 seconds left on the clock, by the way.
Nah, but I know who Snooki is. She was like back when I used to watch WWE. She was even like on a WWE match or something like that.
It's literally just it's young 20-something year olds going to the shores of New Jersey.
And is it like Love Island where they just get freaky and stuff like that?
Yeah,
I think Love Island is more gamified, but there's no games in Jersey Shore. It's just them living life. But I don't. It's a really addicting show. It's a really addicting show.
and that's the timer. Gentlemen, place your votes. We have the chat going. We have the poll chat. The chat. We have the poll and chat going right now. Omar, you tell me your answer. Who you got here?
Jersey.
Jersey Shore. Cameron, you tell me your answer.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore 2-0
Yeah.
right there. The chat vote does not matter, which is very interesting because chat is leaning one way opposite. I would like to tell y'all this. I think we've heard a lot of good arguments for what Jersey Shore is, and I do think Cameron should watch Jersey Shore just for cultural references. It really is like I said, it redefined what reality TV was. Think about it like this. I think the best reality TV shows is you get a bunch of 20-somethings in a house with alcohol and turn the camera on. That's the best reality TV show slop. Everything else is doing too much. Jersey Shore they kind of perfected that. Jersey Shore, they perfected that idea of like, these people just want to get drunk and party, and let's go film them. Amazing. But we are underestimating HBO's dominance. HBO is the premium television network, and it has been for the last 30 years, and it keeps finding new peaks. HBO never... The Joe Budden podcast used to say a phrase back in the day, and I'm sure Omar, as a fellow fan of that show, they would say he keep one. They would talk about our artists, but he keep one. HBO keep one. What that means is HBO keeps a show that gets you to watch weekly. Appointment television, that was what HBO kind of like invented and made popular. That was a minute on the clock. The chat has...
I can't name one show from HBO.
The chat has decided HBO is their pick, but like previously stated, Jersey Shore will already won.
Let me tell
2v1.
Let me tell Jersey Shore is basically these IRL streamers today before these IRL streamers.
That's
And not in the over the top like we're like, well, actually that's I don't have to put anything else after it. It's these IRL streamers today just on MTV.
So what kind of like streamers would you compare them to? Like a Deshae Frost? Because if If they're like Deshae Frost, then it's just like a bunch of cucks watching it.
Cameron,
And I feel like
all
at that point, like, is it really a good show?
Yeah,
Or
it's
are
a great
people just
show.
like,
It's a great show. It's
yeah,
a great show. It's a
yes.
great show. It's a great
it's
show.
a good show?
It's a great show.
Yes.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
Man.
My favorite season, because so they shot, the show got so big that they couldn't keep going to the show. After the first season, the show got so big, they said, "Fuck it, we can't have y'all here anymore. Y'all too big. They're moving to Miami." Actually, what happened was they filmed it back to back. So that the one season with the first season was filmed in like the summer. The next season was filmed 3 months later. They went to Miami in like October. It was in Miami for October. And then that next summer they came back to Jersey Shore, was too fucking big. And they said, fuck, we send y'all to Italy because they couldn't even party correctly. Actually, I'm lying again. They went to Miami straight to Italy and then came back to the shore. And it was too fucking big. It truly is. Watch the Italy season. The Italy season, amazing.
Italy season is a good season.
Twin.
What year was this?
It's the early to mid 2010s. Early mid 2010s. You were you were specking your daddy nuts.
I was like 10 or something, bro. Dude, that like at that point, I'm gonna be so real. Like, I would rather just play video games than watch that show, bro.
You're so young. All right, here we go. We have the 10 versus 15 seed. We have Tom Brady versus McDonald's. Tom Brady, once again, the greatest quarterback of all time. McDonald's, possibly the greatest fast food restaurant of all time. 2 minutes on the clock, gentlemen. Embrace the break.
Let's be so real here.
Yes.
McDonald's, whether they could sign Tom Brady to do a few ads, they maybe have, right? But McDonald's, regardless, they don't need Tom Brady. Everyone knows McDonald's. McDonald's, honestly, is still at its peak, if we're being real. Even though there's a lot of health things out now that says McDonald's is bad, people still go and eat McDonald's. So I'd say that McDonald's versus Tom Brady, this is nuclear bomb versus baby, bro. Like, I got McDonald's.
I thought you was about to lead me down a bad path, but I do got to agree again. I've come to learn to respect Tom Brady in my life as an adult, but that does not mean at one point in time I did not think that he was trash. Not even the best quarterback from a talent perspective. You had a bunch of flaws. McDonald's low-key flawless. And I think it's very interesting that Cameron says it's in its peak because over time, people have come in and tried to introduce fast food thinking that they can surpass McDonald's. But for what it's worth, all of them have come, threatened to do something to McDonald's, and then all have failed. All have failed at an attempt to dethrone McDonald's. McDonald's is the answer. McDonald's might actually take the entire bracket, for real, all jokes aside.
We got 40 seconds left on the clock. Final arguments.
The best way that Omar said this actually. He said it's like flawless. It's flawless slop. See, the thing is, people know it's slop, people know it's bad, but they still go and eat it. See, some things people know it's bad, and they'll be like, nah, we're not gonna do it. Like cocaine, right? But then when you have McDonald's, people will eat that even if it's bad, even if it'll take off 9 years of their life. They will get some of those fries, a Big Mac, maybe a Sprite, maybe an apple pie, maybe the toad of cookies. It doesn't matter. So I'm going McDonald's.
Toad of cookies is crazy, but I agree. I'm going McDonald's.
Them cookies, bro? Okay. The first 10 minutes, they're good.
And that's all the time we have in the clock. Both gentlemen are going McDonald's right here, I'm assuming. Both gentlemen go McDonald's?
Yeah.
That's what I heard. So we got McDonald's already too old. We have a poll going in chat. Chat, I want to hear your arguments here. McDonald's, while it might be slightly OP, it is the premier fast food restaurant. Tom Brady, I think Tom Brady to football is what McDonald's is to burgers. Change the game. Change the game.
The thing that I'll say about Tom Brady in this conversation is if we did a draft right now, how long would it take you to get to Tom Brady at quarterback? Right? Probably a long time.
What you mean by
Probably
that?
a long time.
Like a fantasy football draft, and I was drafting quarterback or drafting the whole team?
If we did a fantasy football draft, how long do you think it would take you to get to Tom Brady? You probably get to Patrick Mahomes first, Aaron Rodgers first.
No.
Somebody throwing like Joe Montana in that conversation.
Omar.
You can't do that with burgers and McDonald's.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm getting to McDonald's. I'm getting to Tom Brady pretty fucking early. You give me number one. I'm taking Tom Brady. He's a fucking winner, and all he ever did was win. So I'm taking Tom. But chat has decided we had a clean 3-0 sweep. I believe one of our first ones of the stream. McDonald clears Tom Brady. Listen, once again, we talk about this on this show, which is Peak4Peak. It's all about matchups. Matchups matter a lot. Tom Brady is another person who I believe inside a different bracket, if he gets different opponents, can make his way to the Final Four. But it didn't work out this time. So our Final Four we have today. In our 9 versus 5, we have Little Uzi Vert versus Cocaine. And inside 11 versus 15, we have the Jersey Shore versus McDonald's. I'm seeing there's 2 possibilities here for a Final 4-hour championship round. Both of them I hear interesting arguments for. But let's not look ahead. Let's look at what we have in front of us. So, Little Uzi Vert versus Cocaine. So much can be said about both of these guys already. We've already said so much. 2 minutes on the clock, gentlemen. Embrace debate.
Honestly,
y'all are gonna piss me off. You're gonna piss me off, Cameron.
Lil Uzi. Okay, hear me out. Lil Uzi at his peak was on cocaine. So we're gonna go cocaine with this one.
Thank you. Okay, I thought you were gonna piss me off.
This one. We're gonna go with cocaine.
You're gonna piss me off because Lil Uzi is nothing without cocaine.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna piss me off because that was the exact argument as to why cocaine has a higher peak than Lil Uzi.
Yeah.
Because Lil Uzi would be nothing without cocaine.
It derailed his career, put him in the psych ward, all that stuff. Like, I'm gonna be real. Cocaine really, it's ended a lot of careers, man, except for Cardi's so far.
Can I just quickly come in for a second? Cocaine allegations on Little Uzi are insane because he's not an upper. He doesn't take uppers. He takes downers. Uzi has never been a cocaine guy.
No, Dom.
Nah.
And this is how I know, as a real street nigga, I know you've never done drugs. As somebody who takes a downer, when you have to do something, you need some sort of upper to get to doing it. So you might be down and it's time for him to record and he might come up. You understand what I'm saying?
So as a real deal drug user, because I know you never did drugs, niggas, if you doing perks and Zans, you're not trying to get back up. You want to stay in your hole. You want to stay low. That's the point of the drug. Niggas aren't going cocaine is a good drug for party. If you're a drinker, you get too drunk. If you feel like the point of throwing up, you do a little cocaine, you get 30 more hours left. You back in the game. But if you're on downers, you don't want to be taken out of your down. That's like giving me Narcan as I'm ODing. You fucking on my high. This is crazy.
Yeah, but Dominique, this is what I'm saying to you. If you are down and you physically have to do something, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you go down to come right back up. No, you go down. You've been down for hours, days at this point. You've got to get the album out, Uzi. What are you going to take to get back up? It's going to be some coke.
Yeah. That is the climb. Omarion, I want to tell you this one thing. I think you are underestimating how high he sounded on those songs. But give me your answer, brother.
Got to go coke.
Coke is coke for Omarion. Cameron, tell me your answer, please. Coke.
Man.
Coke up 2-0 right now. We have the poll going in chat. Chat is overwhelmingly also choosing cocaine here. I don't think this is the wrong answer, to be honest. I don't think this is the wrong answer. I think we are properly evaluating this. We are properly evaluating this. But Little Uzi Vert does need some respect on his name. Gotta put some respect. Some respect has to be put there. Omarion, are you willing to put some respect there now?
No.
Okay.
Damn. Wait, you don't like one Uzi song?
I'm sure there's a song out there that I do like, but nah.
What was your thoughts when he was first coming out?
Cut him off.
Wait, who were you listening to around that time? Like
21 Savage was way harder than
That's because you're from Atlanta, though. That's like the thing is, 21 Savage, his chain got took when he became a feature rapper, when he was better on his features and his actual songs, and also when he got outed for being from the UK. He's talking about he's an ATO street dude.
Saying all that, Cameron, I know you've never caught a body.
No, I've caught 10, bro. Come on, bro.
No. I know.
Bro, ask about me in them COD lobbies, bro.
I know. See, and then
I was dropping nukes.
Exactly.
Bro. Ask about me on O Block. I was dropping nukes, bro.
Okay. That's the poll. Cocaine's wins. Obviously, I think Cocaine already won with you guys. 2-0. clean sweep from Cocaine. Cocaine moves on to the championship round. Inside our second matchup of our Final Four, we have a slobber knocker. We have the Jersey Shore versus McDonald's. Jersey Shore, once again, reinvented reality television. McDonald's invented fast food. 2 minutes on the clock, gentlemen. Embrace debate.
Let's be so real here. According to Google, McDonald's has never done a collab with the Jersey Shore. Meaning the Jersey Shore did not matter that much for McDonald's to actually put their food on there. Meaning McDonald's, whether they were with the Jersey Shore or not, at their peak, they don't need them niggas. So I feel like we all could agree it's McDonald's. Would you rather sit down and watch an episode of the Jersey Shore or eat McDonald's? I'd rather eat McDonald's. I'd eat the whole menu, bro.
Yeah, I think what's being missed out here is that like the Jersey Shore has some records that maybe Cameron just doesn't know about. The Jersey Shore is in conversations with like NBA Finals games, Super Bowl games, like singular events for a reality TV show. And I don't think that can go understated. Some of the only things that ranked higher were during a time in which there was only like 3 television channels, right? So those things ranked higher. But the Jersey Shore it's so transformational that it's actually indescribable to somebody of your age. This is definitely one of those, you just got to trust me. And I really do like McDonald's. Like, I think McDonald's is fantastic. I wouldn't even be mad if out of ignorance you did go McDonald's here. But Jersey Shore was something that was unprecedented then, and I don't think we haven't seen the heights today.
20
Let's
seconds,
be so real.
20 seconds left on the clock.
People
Look,
still
final
talk
arguments.
about people still talk about McDonald's now because of its peak. Nobody talks about the Jersey Shore now. Nobody does. Like I'm telling you, the only time people thought about the Jersey Shore was probably now after we started speaking about it. But McDonald's, you get in your car and you drive, you see a McDonald's because of its peak. Anywhere you go, there's a McDonald's because of its peak. We asked some people in like the Middle East or something, Jersey Shore, what the fuck is that? McDonald's? Oh hell yeah, I know what that is. Come on, man. We gotta go with McDonald's.
And that
There-
is
if there
the
are
clock. That is the clock, gentlemen. The poll is up inside chat. Omar, give me your answer.
Yeah, if people aren't talking about Jersey Shore today, then they're wrong. Because truly, and even Dom just said it, agreed with me. What we're seeing in streaming and what we commentate on all the time is literally Jersey Shore personified.
So Jersey Shore is your answer.
Yeah, Jersey Shore is my answer.
Cameron, please tell me your
Thing
answer.
is though, all fast food places, who did they look at? The big dog, top G, McDonald's. The top D, the top McD. Come on, bro.
So we got it split down the middle. We got 1 vote for McDonald's, 1 vote for Jersey Shore. We have the poll going in chat. Chat is overwhelmingly leaning towards McDonald's at this moment, 75-25. But let's have another minute on that clock. I think it's a very important round right here. I think Omar made a very impressive arguments for why Jersey Shore's dominance at its peak should be revered and talked about. But we're also talking about the people who reinvented fast food. McDonald's is tough out. Here's why. And I don't want to make any arguments to sway anybody, but McDonald's have several peaks throughout its history. And all those peaks, I might contest, may be bigger than the Jersey Shores, right? At the beginning with the advent of the fast food model of like serving food fast and bringing it to your car, that was different. When they created the dollar menu, volume menu, that was a peak. When they said, hey, by the way, now we're going to collab with niche micro influencers on the internet and bring their audience in. It's so hard to argue against McDonald's dominance throughout time. And each time they reach a new peak, I feel like it gets higher. And that's my view on it. And I feel like chat agrees on this. They already overwhelmingly agreed here. 67 to 33% of the votes says McDonald's.
Wait, say it again.
67. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. You got me.
Yeah.
67 to 33% of the vote says McDonald's moves on. This nigga got me. I can't believe I let this fucking child get me. Kim, I swear to God, if I ever meet you,
Tongue, her.
if I ever meet you in real life, I swear to God, I'm putting you in the most vicious headlock. I'm telling you now. Don't allow it to happen.
Yo, you gotta put tongue, her on one of these lists, bro.
This is
That's a
crazy.
good one.
By the way, Tongue, but his peak isn't that big. That's a good
Tongue, the triple T.
First of all,
That's Italian.
First of all, I was early to Tongue. Go watch a Bring Around Jeopardy that I did 8 months ago. I was early to him.
Tongue.
All right. We are here at our championship round, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we played the game for. This is why we debate. This is why we consume all that slop. This is why we yap. In our championship round, we have the juggernaut, the drug, the party starter, cocaine, versus the place your mom would say, hey, we got McDonald's at home. McDonald's. We all wanted it. We all needed it. This is a tough one to me. 2 minutes on the clock, but really I'm letting y'all cook on this one because I feel like there's some arguments to be made for here. There's some arguments to be made for both. So 2 minutes are going on the clock. Embrace debate. Let's do it, gentlemen.
You may be disappointed in this one, Dom. I'm not gonna lie. I think the answer is fairly clear. This is another one of those one couldn't exist without the other type situations. We have to go with cocaine. We have to go with cocaine. The reason why is because McDonald's is so addictive simply due to the fact that there's cocaine in it.
I didn't hear that drop that time.
What?
There's cocaine in the McDonald's, in the fries, in the apple pies, in the quarter pounders, in the slushies, in the game room. Cocaine in the game room. My first hit of cocaine was actually at a McDonald's.
Honestly, nah, scratch that, bro. When you look at the US, when you look at what is the number one thing fucking people over in the US? Obesity. Eating too much McDonald's, right? Cocaine, how many cokeheads are there out there? Maybe a few. But McDonald's, the thing is McDonald's,
A lot of them.
how many people are addicted to McDonald's?
I cannot believe y'all just let Cameron get that shit off. No.
Let's sit here and really think about it. It's McDonald's. McDonald's had the bigger peak than cocaine. McDonald's. What are we? No. Y'all aren't gonna sit here and rage bait me. Cocaine, it's not that impactful, bro. McDonald's though, McDonald's single-handedly making niggas fat, bro. Like, let's be so real.
You wouldn't have Jay-Z, you wouldn't have Kanye West, you wouldn't have Malcolm X, you wouldn't have Barack Obama, you wouldn't have Abraham Lincoln, you would not have Denzel Washington, you would not have Michael B. Jordan, you would not have these people that I'm naming
without cocaine.
You wouldn't have Ari Fletcher, you wouldn't have India Love, you wouldn't have Halle Berry.
You don't want India Love.
Fletcher.
What? Nah. We're just making stuff up now. McDonald's had the bigger peak. McDonald's had the bigger peak than cocaine. I'm telling you right now, if we look up who we could, I know we're debating, but I'm telling you, if we look it up right now, cokeheads, right in the US versus people addicted to McDonald's, more people are addicted to McDonald's, bro, because of McDonald's peak. McDonald's was literally like crack in the fast food industry. It was literally like a drug. That's the thing. McDonald's is technically a drug.
Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Elvis Presley, James Charles. All these people are mid. Playboy Cardi.
Mid.
Oh, say your favorite.
All right. So
yeah,
we got the poll going in chat going on right now. Gentlemen, give me your answers. Omar, who do you have?
I have cocaine. It's actually not even a question.
Cameron, tell me who you got, buddy.
McDonald's. McDonald's had the higher peak. We're talking about peaks. McDonald's. Split
down the middle, 1v1. We have the chat vote going right now. 2 minutes on the clock for this. We got it. This is the championship round. There's a lot of muting this one. Let's talk about this more. Right now, chat is leading towards cocaine. But gentlemen, let's convince them back to your arguments. Omar, in fact, let's start with Cameron. Cameron, give me one final argument for why you believe
for McDonald's.
Give me your one last argument. Hail Mary,
What's
give it to me.
What's the number one thing people struggle with right now? U.S. obesity, right? What is McDonald's? A fast food place that a lot of people go to. If you don't have a lot of money, hey, you might go to McDonald's every single day, get some get some food, stuff like that. Coke, you got to think about it. Coke costs money. To actually use Coke, even during its peak, you had to have some bread to you. McDonald's, the burgers used to be like 20 cents. Now, we're talking peaks though, right? So McDonald's at its peak, it still probably costs less than Coke, so it's more accessible. So when we think about that, Coke at its peak, yeah, it was big, but McDonald's way bigger because number one, it's more accessible. More people can do it. Even kids can eat McDonald's. Kids can't do Coke. I mean, they can, but like,
I'm about
know
to
what I'm
say,
saying?
speak for yourself, loser.
Yo, this guy. Yo, I'm telling you, it's McDonald's. It's McDonald's. McDonald's has literally like changed the world. Let's be so real.
Omarion, final argument.
Yeah, he's 100,000% wrong. If he's talking about what's changed the world, there's so many countries that have not had McDonald's or the influence of McDonald's. And I know you're not traveled. I know you're stuck in your room, scratching your butthole. I've seen you wear the same shorts 6 times this week. So
Right.
I know that you haven't been anywhere. But what I do know
He
is
records from
Muhammad
neck
Ali,
up.
Muhammad Ali, Kim Jong-un, Michael Jackson.
Kim Jong-un
Bruno
eats
Mars,
McDonald's. That's why he's so big.
Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny eats McDonald's.
Those in third world countries, as deemed by society, have all been influenced by crack. Most of them directly, but even if they have an cocaine. Most of them directly, but even if they
No,
have
you got it
an
mixed up because
indirect-
it's not that
even
important.
if they have an indirect,
You don't get McDonald's mixed up.
affiliation
You don't get
to
McDonald's mixed up.
cocaine, they are still being impacted and affected by cocaine. There's not a decision made today
No.
in real life without doing cocaine. And this is the last thing I'll
Cap.
say, because I'm surprised that Cameron is going hard for McDonald's when he hasn't had McDonald's today, but has definitely done Coke today.
I had McDonald's. Well, no, the thing is
Cameron
this
has
though. The
done
thing is this though.
cocaine today,
The thing is this though.
but has not had McDonald's today, Chad.
Nah, see, the thing is to have a take like this, you gotta eat McDonald's to have a take like this.
No,
See, the thing is, if you, no, hear me out. Would you rather? What would you do before? Would you rather do Coke first or eat McDonald's first? Eat McDonald's first. Exactly. Nothing else.
Not. That's how
Nothing
I know
else.
you. That's
Nothing
how I know you're
else.
high right now.
Why would
do
you-
drugs
why would you-
first, and then you eat, Cameron, and then you do more drugs.
Why would you do drugs
more
then eat?
drugs.
All right.
You
all
eat
right,
before the
gentlemen.
drugs.
All right, gentlemen.
You eat
All right,
before.
gentlemen. All
That
right,
was
gentlemen.
dumb, Cameron. You lost right there. You
All right,
lost. You
gentlemen.
lost.
No. McDonald's had the higher peak.
He's lost. You've lost. You've
All right,
lost. You've
gentlemen.
lost.
Yo,
Great job.
McDonald's has the higher peak.
Amazing
McDonald's has the higher
arguments.
peak.
Amazing arguments from both sides. Our 2 contestants split the vote down the middle. We gave them extra time to make more arguments. We heard some good ones, heard some bad ones. With that being said, our chat has decided. And the victor of this episode of Peak versus Peak by the percentage
Ball.
of 56% to 44%.
McDonald's, thank you.
Cocaine moves to the victor bracket. Cocaine
What?
is our winner. Cocaine have
Yo.
won this episode of Peak4Peak.
What?
Ladies and
These
gentlemen.
people are LARPing. These people are
I cut
LARPing.
the mic off. I didn't
They
even
don't know
hear
nothing
that
about
one.
Coke. They don't know nothing about Coke, but they know everything about McDonald's though. They don't
Cameron,
know nothing about Coke.
like I said, Cameron knows a lot about Coke chat because he's doing Coke actively.
Nah, facts, right?
Yeah.
But we're also doing McDonald's though. So
You're
look,
not doing McDonald's. Come on, bro. I don't know one person on.
you're telling me
the
you've never
internet-
fucked a McChicken?
Here you go. Trying to look at him trying to
Exactly.
He's trying to max out right here, but he's already lost. It's okay, Cameron. It's okay.
Bro, they're LARPing. They're LARPing right now. They're LARPing right now.
Right.
First of all,
right.
If you would have if we would have brung them up, they would have said Miss B Nasty over McDonald's. They would have thought Miss B Nasty had a higher peak than McDonald's. McDonald's dominates this entire
Now the
bracket.
audience is stupid. So now the audience is stupid.
Nah, they're racist. They're racist because they didn't vote for
Mind
Cameron.
you, you hate black women, and you said that 3 times in 3 different.
I know
rounds.
black. I Dominican, papi. I know black. I
Right.
Dominican.
Okay.
What amazing episode of Peak versus Peak. Thank you guys for coming on. Listen, last week, 4 and I did this, just he and I, and we realized what an amazing game. This shit's at least to endless debate, endless conversations, 2 yappers just going up against each other, yapping about the dumbest things possible, and it works. Thank you, Cameron, for coming on today. I'll tell you this. You made some of the worst arguments that I think I'll ever hear in the history of this show. Your arguments were god awful, and you lucky
What?
you should be used to thank God you have 200,000 subscribers. Omizi, I
What
appreciate
the
you
fuck?
for coming on today. You trolled me too much, Omarion, but you know what? I appreciate your intent to arguing. Either way, great bracket. This bracket will go up in history. If you're new here, here's how it goes. Every single winner goes into a different category. Last week, our winner was who, for you remember?
Our winner was Mario.
Mario won last week. Mario, the video. This shit just stopped recording. Mario, the video game character, went into the victors bracket. Now, Cocaine will meet Mario inside of the victors bracket. Interesting thing about this game, every single thing that did not win today is eligible to go back into a bracket at some other point. It's about matchups. Thank you guys for coming on.
You know, I always come on. So
Tongue slur.
You guys have any thoughts about this game? Really, just like really quick before we go.
I fuck with the game. I told
I like it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Fuck with the game. Give me some people you think who would be good on this game.
Triple T. Oh, well, like actual people?
Yes.
Or like things that. Oh shit.
I think my Dom would. My Damo.
Damo.
What
I do think we need a Damo versus Souls episode. We need to just do that. We need a Damo versus Souls episode.
That would be funny.
Damo's a real yapper for real.
Yeah. Give me some ideas of things that y'all think should make this bracket, should make a bracket. Throw some things out there. Nouns. Person, place, or thing.
To make a bracket?
Yeah.
Skinny jeans.
Skinny. I like that.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Huh. Like the whole bracket would be that?
No, but like
I was just like, just to add them in.
Yeah, it'll be a thing inside the bracket. Just give me a thing. Skinny jeans.
The iPhone.
iPhone wins a bracket. iPhone gotta go.
Yeti cups.
Yeti cups.
Yeti cups is a
Yeti cups.
Like
Starbucks.
Starbucks. That's a good one too.
Target.
Target. A lot of consumerism with you. I'm learning that.
Yeah.
is a racist.
How? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Cameron, say one thing that's black.
That's black? Me? What the fuck?
Oh,
Like, what-
okay, all right, I'm done.
Wait,
Alright,
name like a black thing?
All right, y'all. It's out the mud. We got Rashad McCants. Thank y'all for pulling up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. All of you are. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for our guests for coming on, our illustrious guests. We